What is up, guys? This is HGWeegy here, just wanting to talk about the Splatoon 3 Direct. First thing I want to talk about, since this first match is a very good example of what can happen with it, is the being able to team up with your friends in Turf War, because this match does not end well, and there's one guy on the enemy team here that's seabagging every kill, which very unsportsmanlike to do stuff like that. So that's what I'm worried about with the whole allowing people to stack up in Turf War. But I get that some people also, when they're not allowed to be on their same team as their teammate, they just sabotage the game and make it unfun for everyone, which is the problem. But let's first go over the, well, I guess now second, go over the new maneuvers, like the jump, like the quick jump, and the squid roll. I think they're going to be interesting additions to the game. I'm curious to see how longer, like more single shot weapons that are slower firing feel against the roll, since it's since it looks like it parries away ink if you time it right. So will that make chargers very hard to use because you can just dodge roll out of their shot? That's the thing that's concerning. And the squid jump also had the little glow at the end of it when you jump up, so it looks like it might also have parrying, but I'm not sure on that. Second, I want to talk about the stages. The new ones look interesting. It's the same amount of new stages as the other two games had. They all three have had 5 new stages. Splatoon 1 just launched with 5 stages. And Splatoon 2 launched with 5 new, 3 old. While Splatoon 3 is launching with 5 new, 7 old. So I think it's fine. It's the same amount as the other games, plus they're going to update the game, you'll get more maps anyways. Alright, the second, well, words are hard. The third thing I wanted to talk about is the catalogs, which are essentially going to be battle passes in the game. It looks like you just level up your catalog, as we saw when when they showed off the Sheldon tickets. That's the thing I'm going to go over next. You just level up your catalog and then you get the items within it. It looks like it's free, so it won't be any problem like it is in a lot of paid games that also have battle passes. So I'm fine with that too. We saw an inkling dabbing, which is a concerning thing, but I'll probably use it just to make people mad. Alright, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was the Sheldon tickets. I like this way of unlocking weapons more. Using gold to unlock weapons when you needed it for gear and stuff like that was annoying, because then you had to make the choice between new gear or new weapon. And now ability chunks are going to be really nice in the game, because now with Merch, who grew up, they're adding a way to change your main ability on your gear with 75 ability chunks, which you can get by scrubbing your pieces. And I guess I'll have a specific piece that I use for leveling up to get perks on it, so I can get 75 to put into gear I actually like the look of, which will probably end up being one of the cool t-shirts, probably like this glasses up or something like that, and some slides, because I like making my character look like some 2000s teenager. But I like the way that they're doing all the quality of life things. Test range inside while matchmaking. Lockers are cool. I guess it's because people wanted apartments, so they compromised with lockers so you can show off your accomplishments within the game somewhere. I'm probably not going to do the card game thing that they showed off. It's not my type of thing. I've never been really good at card games. But I'll at least try it once or twice, maybe. The Salmon Run looks so much better now, and I'm glad that it's all the time instead of being on certain intervals. which is a great thing for people who just like playing Salmon Run. There's some people who don't like playing multiplayer that much and prefer just playing Salmon Run, single player, stuff like that. Speaking of single player looks like a mixture of the basics Splatoon 2 single player, which it wasn't that hard. It was quite boring. But it looks like it has a mixture of Octo expansion type levels, which I'm actually kind of excited about. Those levels were actually a lot of fun. Plus, speaking of Octo expansion, we are getting a DLC that looks like it's for Pearl and Marina. I'm really looking forward to it because of how well the Octo expansion is, although I wonder if we're going to get like a new character that we can use like we did with the Octolings in Splatoon 2. Maybe we could get the Anemone. Jeez, I sound like Nemo trying to pronounce that. But speaking of that, the new Harmony is actually one of the lead singer, I think, of Chirpy Chirps. I think that's the one with the 8-bit music in Splatoon 2, and I don't remember if they made anything for Splatoon 1. Anyways, they also showed off the new... They showed the new group. They're interesting. I see like Eastern Asian influence with Shiver. Fry looks like more Middle Eastern, while Big Man is just a big manta, but he seems like he's more on like the Brazilian influence, and their music kind of sounds like a mixture of all of that, although mostly into the Brazilian party music, which kind of makes sense. I'm fine with them. I think my first opinions on Pearl and Marina, I feel like this group is better for me than that. Everyone didn't like Pearl. For me, Pearl looked pretty boring because he was just a typical Inkling. But this group actually all looks different than what you'd expect, basically. Although Shiver looks more like a normal Octoling than the rest of them do. I don't get why people make fun of the forehead of Fry. I see what kind of idea they were going for with Fry, so I'm not opposed to how she looks. Splatfest being three-way is a very interesting thing. I figured they might do the 3-team thing, but I didn't think they would do the tricolor Splatfest at the end, where you have to do 2v4v2. The reason why they don't do 4v4v4 is because on the map sizes that are in Splatoon, it would not be good. It would be very... how do I put it? It'd be very cluttered. Not really chaotic, more of just cluttered. You'd have no room to breathe. So I'm fine with them doing 2v4v2 with the first place team getting the advantage, because it would not feel good if the losing teams get the advantage, which it's more like a 6v4 for the losing teams, which will make it harder for them, but I'm fine with it. Also, I'm on Team Rock because rock music, that's literally the only reason why I picked that. I actually picked it before they announced who was with who, even though with the colors you could tell who it was. I pick rock because of rock music, and that's usually what I go for in Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's also on Rock, Paper, Scissors Day, August 27th. I see what you did there, Nintendo. And I think that's about it. I'm actually really looking forward to the game, and I hope you guys are too. So I will see you guys next time.